Hiya.
Hiya.
Live me.
Well, we're on.
So, no more
Breathe in, Sam.
no more cake mistake, mate.
Shoulders back.
Okay. Don't stick your boobs out, that's the worst thing you can do.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, mate.
He's eating his cake already.
Steak? Fucking dick. I've got a third left. What, do you want some more?
Yeah.
Get after it. We
Will you want some more? Like?
No, I'll be fine with my one slice, thanks. I'll just gnaw it during the thing. Here we go.
I'm going to finish off there.
I like how put out you were.
Look at the mess you made. My dog eats things nicer than you carve it up. Look at that.
Oh, filthy animal. Were you dragged up? Right.
You know who's probably.
Yeah, of course he was.
I need to put these in order. I've only got number one sorted.
Yeah. Just wing it, mate. Just wing it.
Same old every week. I've done a bit, so it's sort of a prep.
Right.
And it's helped me learn
Who's in which division?
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
You only learn it for the you're pretty good short term memory, don't you?
Yeah,
And that's crap you've got in your long term memory.
But this is true. You don't win quizzes as regularly as he does.
useful stuff.
Ah, nice done, boys. Here we go. Yes, summer is here, but do not fear. We on the Collapsing Pocket are going absolutely nowhere. My name is Rob Ward. You can call me Wardy. I am joined as ever by my two old chums. I'm joined by
Two what, sorry?
my two old chums. I don't know why I did it like that.
It means old friends.
Well, I know what it means.
Right.
I've got other four-letter words I used to describe you, Sam, but I won't bring them up on a family podcast.
Pals.
Not for another 5 minutes. How are you, Sam Aykroyd?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah. Enjoying the sunshine, it's good.
But not.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a tan.
Yes, I was going to say, you know, got a bit of colour in your cheeks.
Such his neck.
Well, that is true.
Well, there's a reason why I've got a bloody redneck.
Well, yes, there is that. Our man from Texas. It's the redneck himself. Simon the Brain Carroll. How are you?
That's well, how are you?
I don't know why I call him the Brain.
No, don't do that.
No, just got to, get him going. Get him going. He told me he was tired, so I'm trying to, boost his confidence.
I'm alright. I've had a beer. I've got 2 beers actually.
He's had a beer. He's also had Sam. What's he had recently?
A birthday.
He's had a birthday. You want to tell the dear listeners and now viewers as well? Do you want to tell them how old you turned, Sam?
Viewers won't believe it.
I was 35 on Friday.
35 years old, baby face still.
And somebody rudely had a wedding on my birthday, so
So he's up to have a
I had
haircut.
to have an haircut and go to a wedding.
Nice.
Just frustrated.
Nice.
But I did get cake. Thank you very much, Sam.
We have cake.
Appreciate that.
Where Sam's brought in a nice reduced
sponge,
reduced to
£1.50.
clear Vicky sponge.
No candles. Nearly getting away.
No candles.
And 2 prezzies.
Not sure
which is,
the
show
candles
me
will
up.
fit on there, to be fair.
So we've got it.
Where was it from, Sam? This reduced to clear Vicky sponge.
Co-op.
Oh, okay. Be worse.
Ethically sourced.
Ethically sourced Victoria
Sold
sponge,
it.
my favourite sort. Si's
Polo.
opening his presents now. What have we got, Si? We've got
An IPA. Soda IPA.
Blink Soda IPA.
Polo, fantastic brew.
There
Well
you
done, Sam. They
What
might
brewing
not
is
be.
it? They might give us some money if we big them up.
They won't.
No, they won't. They
Well,
never
they're
do.
away,
They
but
never do. This is really interesting, I know,
Scandinavian.
for you folks listening on the podcast. We've got green wrapping paper. You can probably hear it being unwrapped.
And another Omnipolo beer, I believe. Narangi.
That one's so cool, it hasn't even got writing on it.
I don't think it is Omnipolo.
Oh, who brewing?
Japanese beer, is
I
that?
don't think
No,
so.
no, it's also Scandinavian. I think you've got Sweden and Norway.
Yeah, I
haven't
do.
you?
Yeah, I've never seen this one in my life, so that'd be interesting.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much, Sam. Appreciate those.
That works when I find beers he's not happy for.
Well, that's it.
They'll
isn't
go
it?
in my new pantry, which has now been freed up because
Go on.
I built a shed today.
He did, folks. Simon Carroll has been building a shed.
He screwed 4 plates of metal together and apparently this took all
Yeah,
day.
you think it's 4 plates of metal? You saw a mistake, and there was like there's so much.
Do you want to see this
crap.
thing? He showed me this photo of it earlier, Si did. and it was just like, it looked like something, you know, like that's the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. You had this kind of like barren wasteland around, and then this like silver box planted in the middle.
It looks like a house in Burnley, is what it looks like.
It looks like a shed you get from Argos. I don't understand why it's taking you all day to do it, but...
Oh, well, I've got a challenge on my hand here. I'm going to take it down.
Do I hear a shed challenge coming?
No, I'm not doing
How
another
quickly
shed
did
in
you
my
put up a
life.
shed? Come on.
I did it in 8 hours with a break for a pot noodle.
8 hours with a pot noodle break.
Call it 4.5.
4.5 hours.
What's it that for? For me, or
Challenge has been made, folks, and I think it's been accepted.
Can't
But
wait to tell the wife that she'll go mental.
you do feel, don't you, Si, that you got some man points for doing that?
Not really, the wife
You
did
know?
all the screwing, because I'm not allowed.
For once.
Yeah.
But, well, there you go, because...
She wouldn't give me the screwdriver because I pushed it too hard and break it.
Right, right, okay, well, we're going to go
To
down
be
that
fair, I
path.
was doing all the heavy lifting.
We're not going down that path, we'll stick on the garden path if we may. Yeah, because we were chatting earlier, weren't we? And I mentioned that, I've not been in the gym for a week, I'm out of it. And he turns around to me and he says, fuck the gym, build a shed. So there you go. That's all you need, apparently. And last piece of personal news I think is worth bringing up is me and our Sam, we've been out listening to live music this past
global
week.
superstars.
We've been seeing global superstars in Manchester this past week. I went to see
the Rolling Stones.
the Rolling Stones, still rocking it at 175, and Sam.
Goodness knows how. And I saw with thousands of other Swifties.
Screaming teenage girls.
Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay.
Were you in a box again?
Let's see Taylor Swift. Go ahead.
Yeah. Taylor Swift on a Reputation tour. Superb.
Was it?
Absolutely
Were
fantastic.
you dancing?
Who'd you go with that with?
That's Ben Lisa.
Favourite Taylor Swift song?
Ooh.
I don't know anyone.
Off the new one I really enjoyed was New Year's Day.
Okay.
A little bit of a ballad
Okay.
one. It's sweet.
How does it compare with U2's New Year's Day?
And it's a lot better.
Is it right? Okay. Yeah.
Considerably better.
Considerably better.
You guys carry on, I'm just going to read
I'm
this
along
game.
with you, real that.
I knew you were trouble. Probably
Trouble.
does it for me. That's because that was in
Absolutely.
a famous Merseyside Dockers chant.
Oh yeah, they're
I don't know
famous. I've not got a clue what you're going on about.
Yeah, but there we go. So me and Sam, pretty cultured, we take it all in. Si's got a new haircut and we are ready to, that's his culture for the week. And we are ready to rock.
Yeah, no, apparently I've had to research.
He's had to do some
Care
research
about
this week, our
the
Sam,
NFL when
and
we
he's
are
happy.
2 days out from the World Cup, but I can feign it for a bit,
Hey,
guys.
football never sleeps.
But honestly,
Before this World Cup.
can't wait.
On this
Brazil.
pod, okay, Brazil's your shout, is it? This time?
I think Brazil are a great shout. There's too many to shout. Give you a dark horse like Serbia. In the same group as Brazil, they might even top that group.
I mean, that's,
Brazil have 6 points after the first 2 games.
yeah.
Could top it.
France.
Francis go for they're in front.
If they don't kill each other within the first
Who
group.
did you get to sweep?
I got Japan in the sweepstake.
Who did you get, mate?
Great kit.
Yeah.
I've
That's,
got Iran.
and Iran. Interesting.
I got Poland, which is the most boring kit apart from Switzerland's.
Yeah.
See on, I think it was Opta's official stats, Japan are marginally more likely to win the World Cup than England, so
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
that's what they're basing that on.
The problem as well is, the problem with Japan is that, sometimes you really want to get into the spirit of it, you get a shit team in the sweepstake, you can when your team's playing, do a little bit in Eurovision, you can dress up like you're from that country. The problem with Japan is you can't really do that, it's kind of racist.
Get
too,
the kit.
I could get the kit, I suppose. That might be
Poverty-stricken.
enough. Poverty-stricken, man.
Only 60 quid.
Only 60 quid! So I can't even dress up like I'm Japanese.
Didn't realise Harvey Nick spelled paid so well, did you?
60 quid, tell you what. Again, you've got the same problem with around this, Sam.
And if you buy a kit, you buy Peru's before you buy Japan's, wouldn't you?
You buy Nigeria's first.
Nigeria's up there.
Nigeria's sold out, so forget that. Look at the roof.
You can get one of those bum bags though. Nigeria bum bags, they're pretty.
Who wears a bum bag nowadays? Come on.
Sam's got one.
Who was the last person you ever saw in a bum bag?
I got a bum bag it was for running, I was in the half marathon accident.
Well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
At the gym, put your iPod in there.
Quarterbacks have bum bags to keep their hands warm.
Yeah, there we
They're
go.
called hand warmers.
Sorry, folks. We will get
Fanny
on.
warmers in America, I think.
Fanny warmers.
They're not. They're called hand warmers.
We will get on to some news in a moment, and our feature on this week's pod It's time for some divisional power. Well, we're going to call them divisional power rankings, or are we going to fancy a name?
Which is the best division?
We've all ranked, divisional power rankings. We've all ranked divisions, best to worst, 8th to first.
I've only got number 1 written down so far, but throughout this news section, I'll put some more numbers next to some more divisions.
That's it, and work out who's in what division as well.
So I have figured out.
Right.
There's a method to it. Actually.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
I haven't quite polished it off yet.
Let's start in one of those said divisions. Let us start in the AFC East, and let us start with the top team in the AFC East. And some big news. Julian Edelman has been suspended for 4 games for performance-enhancing drugs. He has, he did a big apology and then proceeded to appeal against it, which makes you question how sincere that apology was. What do you make of this one?
I like his argument. It's basically when I was in the woods as a kid with my mates, and we threw an aerosol on the fire, and it made a big bang, and my mate's dad came. I said, "What the hell was that noise?" And my mate turned around and went, "Don't know." And that's what Julian Edelman's done here. He's just gone, "I don't know. I don't know what's happened." Is basically what he said.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you can appeal something you don't know what's happened. He said, "I apologise if I've let down my team, my fans, blah blah blah."
But I don't really know what's going on here.
And then there's people getting so excited about it, saying, "Oh, will the Patriots be able to overcome this 4-game suspension for Julian Edelman?" It's like they overcame a loss of Julian Edelman for 19 games last year. I'm pretty sure they'll be okay this year.
And they seem to manage okay when they lost their quarterback for 4 games at the start of the season. That didn't turn out too badly for them, did it, Sam?
Got away with it.
Got away with it.
Well, as we'll find out later, in a division you can get away with stuff like that.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So actually what we're saying is zero concern whatsoever on this news, other than a little bit of intrigue as to what Julian Edelman has been up to and why it failed.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's come from the top down.
Go on, explain.
Well, far away from me.
Been spiking his drink with some PEDs.
He's just throwing shade grenades because he likes it.
Perhaps it's endemic in that franchise. We don't know.
We don't know, but we can.
This could just be the tip of an iceberg.
But we can speculate wildly without foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah, without consequences as well. So there you go.
Well, I'm saying I don't know. I would like to. What's like say anything libelous? On this forum, obviously, but who knows?
What might be a little more concerning to the Pats is news of another receiver or receiving option and his future. And we're talking, and not for the first time now, lads, Rob Gronkowski. Well, we know, don't we, that he's not your archetypal Patriots player. Of all of them, he is the one who probably has pushed Belichick's tolerance to the limits with the way he is. Do we think this is a case of it now has gone a bit too far? Do we think that this is what's going on, Si? Because these there's no smoke without fire, and these rumours are picking up.
Definitely trade rumours out there. People suggesting that the Saints and the Titans went to the Patriots with various offers, whatever they were, I don't know. And Belichick wanted to trade Gronkowski. Brady threatened to retire. He got kicked up to Kraft. Kraft heard that Brady threatened to retire and nixed the whole thing. This is just, I mean, I don't really know who said this, but it's all over Twitter. People with ticks next to the name are the ones who are saying it. I don't know how good you have to be to get a tick next to your name. I just put one into my name. Just like
a blue tick on Twitter. That's the dream, isn't it?
But it's serious things out there, and it's just another example of the discord maybe in New England this year. And obviously, with Gronk and Brady skipping OTA so far, Gronk too busy down at wherever horse race it was, watching his own horse come second. That was a big bit of news, wasn't it?
Yeah. And was it the Kentucky Derby?
I don't know if it was. I don't think it was.
Maybe the high-profile race.
Gold Cup.
Where's your instinct on this one, Sam? What's your instinct on this one, I should say?
It feels a bit like, once again, Belichick's been slightly overruled by the other two in that trio.
Triumvirate. Whatever we call it. Yeah.
In that, I think he's trying to progress the team on. I think he's seen it. I think he knows. Maybe there is another season in it on another team. But at the same time, he knows he's got to build on in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
And he wants to. He's trying to do that, and everyone else in that, all the other sort of power players, powerful figures in it, are quite happy with where they are. Thank you very much.
I think this is going to be a fascinating study in human psychology and about the relationship with power. You know, when you look back over the years, they built this incredibly successful organisation, but the egos at the top clashed so much that they couldn't extend it. They couldn't. But I'm saying that's if it does fall completely a little bit. But you know what I mean? It just seems like
that's why he wants to. That's why he wants rid of.
I don't think Belichick's that kind of spiteful to let it affect going forward. You know what I mean? Right, we're keeping Gronk.
Yeah.
I'll use Gronk to the best of my abilities.
Yeah.
I don't think it's somebody who'll think I'm not putting up with this. And I'll make
Brady on the other hand.
I think the same thing. You know, there's no way he's not going to. He hasn't got a choice. He has to play Brady, doesn't he?
Oh no, I mean, just from Brady's point of view, talking about there being necessarily no ego on Belichick's part, or no.
I don't really see it. I don't think. Well, Brady hasn't really got anything to moan about now. Everything's going Brady's way, so there's no reason why he would throw his toys out the pram.
And do you think we may look back at the Jimmy G trade in the future at some point and say that was the moment? It's just ever since then, isn't it? It's just all this disquiet spreading around.
That's definitely the moment.
He says with a mouthful of cake.
Okay.
Very authoritatively.
Every time you try and eat that cake, we're going to ask you a question.
And I will move on. Viewers are having a real treat watching Sam eat cake. Also pro that I have not tucked into mine yet, because I'm going to...
Well, don't let it sit there too long.
We are going to fly on to the next piece of news, and we are going to fly Eagles fly, but not to Washington DC, Sam, because the White House...
They're playing Philadelphia, don't they?
But the White House
sorry,
is in Washington DC, and they've said, thanks but no thanks. We don't want you and the 10-man delegation
we don't want you
actually
showing us
wanted to go to the White House.
But it's damage control, isn't it?
Yeah, well, after I mean, there's quite a few from the Pats last year that I don't want to spend any time in this man's company.
Yeah.
So they turned it down, and then the team slightly less enamoured with Trump than the Pats seem to have been. They were down to about 10 or so, weren't they, by all accounts?
Yeah.
Lots of players saying not interested. And
Alarm
so
bells ringing.
at which point the White House said, "Oh well, we never invited you anyway."
Classic Trump.
Sort of shit management, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
It's been permanently associated with that office nowadays.
Yeah.
And instead we're going to have a Patriots Day, not the New England Patriots Day.
Not that, yeah.
Just a day for
Or not the
patriotism.
Wahlberg film about the marathon.
And certainly not something you want to confuse with sort of fascist regime.
Yeah.
But it's just a genuine outpouring of patriotic fervour that everyone can enjoy around the country. Sing some patriotic songs, you have to know the words. Donald Trump doesn't know the words, it turns out, but still.
You see one guy knelt when the national anthem was being played
at the White House.
At the White House, on the
Brilliant.
lawn, and then did one quickly, didn't want to answer any questions.
Amazing. And as our political correspondent, Sam, what do you see as for the next 2 years? We've got at least 2 more years of them, haven't we?
Possibly.
Do you possibly more? Do we think in 2 years' time this event's just not going to happen?
The next one's going to be interesting to see whether it does.
Well, you know
if the invitation is extended.
You know what the dream is,
I suspect he won't. I think now it'll just be whoever it is, even if it is Kraft's boys again.
Better if it was the Eagles boys again, wouldn't
It'd
it?
be great if it was that, or of course if Colin Kaepernick signs for the Super Bowl winning team and then just rocks up a little wink like that. I think brilliant.
Definitely be like, no, we're I'm going, I'm going to show you.
He would go and kneel on the lawn.
No, he'll go. He'll go. You know, 2 ways bad, but it won't get signed.
That would be the story for all time.
There's more chance of Kaepernick going to the White House and kneeling than there is Kaepernick getting signed.
Speaking of pomp and ceremony, and attending or not attending, some news regarding Terrell Owens, who, the man wasn't happy, was he, side that he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. His talent certainly suggests that he should have been. Fell out with a lot of people throughout his career, and kind of a bit sad, this really, isn't it? He's sort of made an announcement that he's not going to Canton, not going to attend the Hall of Fame ceremony. He's going to stay at home and have 3 coaches round.
I don't think he's going to have around for us a couple of tears.
A few bitters.
No, I think it's great. I think
Okay.
they thoroughly deserve it. There's no way that Terrell Owens should have been anything other than the first round, first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no disgrace in being a 3rd ballot Hall of Famer like he is, but. It wasn't just about not getting in. It was about how everyone talked about him afterwards. It's like, oh, he pissed off too many people, this, that, the other. There's so many people in the Hall of Fame who've done things outside of the sport that are atrocious. That are still in there. Things that you if you're not going to take those into
Kill
account,
people.
yeah, if you're not going to take, yeah, that's the ultimate one, isn't it? If you're not,
Allegedly.
Oh, sorry, right.
We have to cover ourselves, Sam.
if you're not going to take that into account, how the hell can you take into account the guy's a bit of a locker room nightmare because he just wanted to win so badly, and that's what it was. I mean, I know it was a problem. It was a problem in probably 3 or 4 different teams he played for. 49ers was a problem. The Eagles was a problem. The Cowboys was a bit of a problem. You know, the guy could play football. Doesn't matter where you put him on the field and what you did. And even he still says he can play now. And I believe him. I honestly think that if he'd signed for the Seahawks instead of Brandon Marshall, they've got a better deal. What?
He's only 36.
No, it's an even at 36. But he was playing well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think he's 42 now.
I was going to say, I thought it was 36 now, so he did it. Which means he retired when he was in his 20s.
He didn't retire. He's still not retired as far as he's concerned.
Still available.
No, but I mean, everyone's getting on the high horse. There's people.
I think John Gruden might be on the blower.
Yeah. There's anonymous sources coming out saying, if I'd have known he wouldn't have turned up, I would never have voted him in. It's like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
No,
It just justifies the reason why he's not going. If they were just...
That belittles the whole Hall of Fame, doesn't it? And also, it just I'd want some sort of that's like a feather in the cap for Terrell, isn't it? It's like yes, I mean,
yeah.
You didn't want me to. That's a massive win for him. Everybody
I
said
probably
that.
proves his point. Very well. None of you like me. You begrudgingly putting me in, so why would I show up for this? I've earned it, and that's all I care about.
Especially the constant problem for the Hall of Fame. At which point, where do you draw the line of on field and off field?
You don't take into consideration whatsoever. You just take on the play and how good.
In which case, you are then accepting.
That's the option.
Murderers.
That's the really gone down.
Yeah, someone gets convicted of something serious as that,
and then gets put in afterwards.
Yeah.
You see, this is
That's when you do it.
Well, again.
So yeah. So
the problem is, of course, T.O. has done nothing on this level whatsoever.
There's lines to be drawn somewhere, but yeah, well, it's just fairly petty personal grievances by the sound of it.
Well, again, as our political correspondent, Sam, the politics of a Hall of Fame. I mean, all of this you have to vote. Have you voted in? You know, it just sounds like that there's.
Yeah, it's politics with a small P, I suppose, but every so often there are going to be players that are going to cause a much bigger stir out of why on earth than they. So there's stuff like with OJ. Why can't you just rescind it?
Take it away. You can take away Heisman trophies.
Well, someone took his away.
Reggie Bush got taken away.
Sold on, didn't they?
Still took it away and ran off with it.
Yeah, well, someone took away the
Didn't he sell it and then tried to nick it back?
That's what he got done for.
Yeah,
robbery, wasn't it? He tried to steal back some of his.
I for one delight that T.O. was stuck 2 fingers up to the Hall of Fame.
Fair play.
He's got his gold jacket and that's all he gives a shit about.
There you go. Well, he's a rogue and a bag of
going to be on Instagram burning it when he received it. I can tell you that. Real slugger's face in it.
Generally, right now in the what's going on in the NFL, of course, we've got an OTA season. A lot of people are skipping OTAs, so we've decided to do a similar thing here on the Collapsing Pocket. But if you want a breakdown of all the players who are not attending the voluntary OTAs, you can go on NFL.com, I'm sure, and there'll be an article.
Well, if you've heard of that player, they're not doing it.
Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, if the player is
quite famous,
yeah,
not doing it. Don't need to. See you later.
And yeah.
Well, I can work out. It
Yeah.
seems to be.
Seems fine. If you had the same playbook for 5 years, same offensive coordinator, same team, all you're doing is taking reps off people who haven't had that. I don't understand why you're there anyway. Just giving yourself the opportunity to get hurt and miss the whole season.
Sam wanted to very quickly finish on some silly season news, didn't you, before we go into our feature regarding Mr. Peyton Manning?
Oh, I didn't quite understand the story, but there's some sort of story about him receiving hormone replacement.
Human growth hormone.
HGH.
HGH, yeah.
Not hormone replacement.
Hormone replacement. Okay, yeah.
That's different. Yeah, human growth.
That's Chelsea Manning.
Human growth hormone. Possibly throughout his career, but stories that have bubbled under, but never really gone anywhere. So probably just rumours. But
yeah, certainly when he was coming back from his big injury, the suggestions that he took.
Which was 2011.
HGH. A bit later than that.
Yeah.
But his lawyers have come out this time and said that there was a delivery made of HGHs to his Florida home.
Okay.
But they weren't meant for him. They were just.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone else
Just a coincidence.
Something like that. There might well be a lot more good on this story as it is.
Oh, well buys into your narrative though, you know, Adrian Peterson coming back, running for 2,000 yards after.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he definitely did take.
What was it? Which was the other one? Was it Ray Lewis as well, getting back for the Super Bowl?
He came back,
There's the numerous suspicious.
But he's come back from a few things, Ray Lewis, in his career.
Is there basically he's Peyton Manning on your radar now with regards to this?
He's always been on the radar because of the forehead, hasn't he? He's always.
Well, that's it. Well, yeah.
Is he like your archetypal? You know.
If it turns out these hormones are injected directly into people's foreheads, then he's guilty as charged.
Yeah. But that might explain the sort of wide berth of large foreheads in the NFL. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
it's an epidemic.
We'll find out in due time, I'm sure.
Into it.
There's something there. Because your man.
Are you promising that by next pub we'll have more?
No, I'm not going to promise that. It's all the World Cup's on. Established.
Your man's got a big one, hasn't he? Speaking of foreheads, should just point out.
Drew Brees?
No, the new quarterback this year, Donald.
Yeah,
he's got a proper
broad and.
Yes,
he's got a chubby face, hasn't he?
Got length and girth, hasn't he? Which is the dream combination.
Presumably, that's why he's drafted so highly. That's what when you talk about your measurables.
Yes, that's exactly what they
length
need.
by width the forehead.
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Forehead area.
Yeah. Never mind hand spam. You need that. Right. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, you listen to this for the factual stuff.
Of course you are, folks. Hey, listen, it's mid-June. What more do you want? Let's move on to our feature this week. What we decided to do in an attempt to fill these summer podcasts with something of a bit of spark and a bit of juice. We thought we would rank the 8 divisions of the NFL, the AFC, of course, and the NFC. Worst to best, 8th to 1st, however else you want to put it, Sam. That's what we're going to do right now.
8th to 1st.
No, it doesn't quite have the same effect.
No one would phrase it that way.
And what I think the way we're going to do this is we're just going to go around the horn and we're going to say who we had 8th. We're going to build up. We're going to argue.
I put some numbers around it.
You finally sort of.
Yeah, well, I've done slightly different. Basically, what I did, I wrote them all down.
Yeah.
Which is, I'd say it's a good learning device. So I've got a better idea now of who's AFC, NFC, etc. And then just put a little arrows next to them, either down, up, and a couple up and down arrows at the same time of teams that I would be asked about Saints playing. So
are you concerned about? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So down arrow it's like that's a win. Obviously, I'm going to care less.
Okay.
Up arrow is a bit like ooh, and then up and down is like they could do it.
Any given Sunday.
But.
Okay,
I wouldn't be amazed if they beat us, but at the same time, we're going confident.
So by that logic, I'm guessing the division that's got the most up arrows is going to be the highest ranked in your power rankings. There we go. What was your method, Si? Was it as scientific as that?
Yes, actually, yeah. I did it when I was supposed to be working the other day and it was dead. I kind of rated every single team out of 10, and I got like 5 teams here.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. So what did you expect? Like the Eagles, the Rams, the Vikings, the Patriots, and the Saints. Like those 5, I think, legitimately got a great shot at winning the Super Bowl next year. Ran all the way down to 4. I've only got one team in 4 out of 10. That's the Browns. And I've got some as 5. I've got plenty as 5, but the Browns have still got a lot to prove. I know they've done, and it would be lower if it hadn't done so well in the off season. You know what I mean? But that's how I've done it. I've calculated like that. Then I add the points up. Whoever's got the most points. Best division is at least 8 best division.
Yeah,
you did it on intuition, didn't you?
I did it on instinct, and I kind of and a sense. I'm a vibe man. Yeah, I'm just like Trump when he met Kim. I'm all about the vibe. All about the vibe, man.
You knew in the first minute, did you?
Oh yeah, I knew the first nanosecond.
It's what you do.
We mentioned this is what I do. Yeah. People person, you know. But yeah, that's I kind of thought I looked at basically which has got the most shit teams in it, and they ended up down the bottom.
Yeah. That's a fair method.
And something, I don't know if you lads have had the same thing happen, and maybe I did push this a little bit for effect, but something very interesting has happened in the breakdown of my divisions. We'll see as we get started on it, and we're going to start 8th place, last place, the weakest division we believe, or I believe. I've gone for the AFC East because for me, one strong team, very very strong team, does not a division make, and the rest of those teams are not competitive. The Patriots have had a cakewalk for 12 years in a row, and that division, for me, doesn't show any signs of getting any more competitive. AFC East is one for me.
It's worth the argument. I did not go. Do you want to know where I put the AFC East, or do you want to know where I put 8th?
Each put 8, I think.
I think we'll
Go
go
on.
with 8th. I put the AFC North. And
Okay.
this is interesting because very similar philosophy.
Okay,
In the one big team, Steelers gave them 9 out of 10. But the Bengals and the Browns dragged them seriously down. They got 9 out of 10 between them. And then the Ravens are somewhere in the middle, about 6. So that did surprise me. But they were bottom and by a way, by 2 or 3 points, which is quite significant in this. Looking at the range. Similar deal with the East, but yeah. But the North, the other 3 teams in that division were pony last year. Absolute pony.
With the Dolphins, Bills, Jets. Would you? Okay, Dolphins, Bills, Jets. If it was like in the WWE 6-man tag team match or Survivor Series style match, you know, the Dolphins, Bills, and Jets on one side, and the Browns, Bengals, Ravens on the other side.
I'd have the Dolphins, Bills, and Jets winning by 1 point.
Would you?
And the Patriots beating the Steelers by 1
So
point.
last man standing kind of thing. Yeah.
Just this is tight. When it's tight down the bottom.
I've got AFC North in 8th as well.
That does surprise me.
I think the Bengals are a lot worse than everyone seems to think they are, which is already quite bad.
I think the reverse.
The Cleveland Browns might. They've got the green sheets.
How many now?
Well,
A forest of green sheets.
Too many times we've said, "Oh yeah, what a great off season." Nothing.
Exactly.
1 win in 2 years.
So yeah, you've got to do it on turf at some point.
Yep.
And the Ravens thinking are very much in flux as well at the moment with all the change they go on offence, which you're not going to see this year realistically. There's going to be it could cause defensive problems, but not. And then the Steelers probably definite playoffs probably.
Yeah, on the scale.
If they're anything less than a Super Bowl appearance for them, it's a disappointing season, I suggest.
For me, there's not much in it because I have the AFC North in 7th.
Yeah.
I do,
I thought it was a surprise when I worked it out.
Yeah, well, I think this is a lot about how strong a lot of teams in other divisions have gotten over the past couple of years.
It tells me a lot about how divisions change very quickly.
Very quickly. But no, for me, I think the Ravens, Bengals and Browns going into this season should be better than advertised, should be better than they were last season. I don't know that I can say the same for the Bills, Jets and Dolphins. No, Bills, Jets and Dolphins, I don't know if I can necessarily say the same. Maybe the Jets.
I'd say 3 of the 4 of the AFC North are bound to disappoint. And the Browns can't disappoint because they're bottom out.
But they can't disappoint.
But I think Ravens are going to be a bit less than everyone wants them to be. The fans want to be. I think the Bengals are. I think the Steelers. Harder to say it.
I think the Ravens.
I think even a couple of playoff games, everyone will be like.
I think the Ravens should be improved from last season. I would say.
I say so
the
too,
wide
but
receiver
I've done it mostly on previous what they've got to prove and what they've done over the off season.
Yeah, fair.
So you've got the.
I've got AFC North at 7. Yeah.
So have you got?
I'm going NFC at 7.
I am.
Out of nowhere. Well, we must have the same one then again. That's weird. East.
Yeah. Oh, this is weird. This is weird.
Interesting.
Explain yourself.
Well, again, obviously you got 2 of the big boys there. The Eagles. Yeah, they've not regressed this in the last few months, have they? Giants. They got a big black mark next to their name.
We're not allowed to say anything positive about the Giants.
But again, they're a bit just. They've got to put it on turf as well.
Yeah.
They should be there. They've got a few superstars.
Mm.
They've got a quarterback against them, but also there's just that whiff of concern, shall we say?
Yep.
Cowboys are in regression, I think, as a size.
It's an interesting season for them, isn't it? Yeah.
And the Redskins are again your sort of bang average. Red hot Redskins will get a couple of winning streaks of 1 or 2.
Pretty similar, mate. Yeah, just the other 3 teams in that division, you wouldn't be surprised if any one of them made the playoffs. But you'd be damn surprised if all of them were competitive. And it's hard. You can say that pretty much any division in football.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs. There's only like 5 teams. You'd be very surprised if they made the playoffs. Yeah, I think I've got the Cowboys slightly ahead of the Giants and Redskins based on last year, based on Zeke.
Yeah.
You know, but the Eagles far away dragging that division into 7th, which is embarrassing for the NFC East.
Interesting.
Somebody's got these two high.
No, I'm sticking to it now. I'm sticking to it. I'll offer you my counter argument when it comes to it. Let's move to 6th place in our divisional power rankings. I'm going to go next again, and I'm going to tell you I have put the AFC West down in 6th position. I am not sure what is going on with the Oakland Raiders, but I don't particularly like it so far. I don't know that the addition of Bradley Chubb is going to transform the Broncos all that much from the pretty poor team they were last year. They still have got a big question mark at quarterback and may regret not making some more decisive action to address that in the off-season. I think the Chiefs offensively look awesome. Defensively, I've got big concerns about what they're going to be up to. And that leaves, of course, size Chargers of Los Angeles. By far and away, for me, the best team in that division. But they have a habit, do they not, Sam, of not getting the job done.
Dropping a bollock.
When the kicker has to win it for them in the last dying seconds.
Or when the quarterback has to make an important throw.
Woof. AFC West in 6th for me.
If it panned out like that, mate, I'd be quite happy with that. I've got them a bit higher, as you'd imagine.
Fair.
But I've gone for your AFC East in 6th. The Patriots dominating. And the reason why I think I've got the AFC East in 6th ahead of the AFC North in 8th is because the Bills, Dolphins and Jets all have either gone out and got a quarterback or got a quarterback coming back.
Okay.
The difference makers and can step the game up significantly from last year. I think that'll just make the difference. That makes me feel a bit more confident they're going to do it, if you know what I mean. I know the Browns have. I know, obviously, the Ravens have done something different.
We know the Bengals.
I just don't know if the Ravens are ready to make that leap yet this year with a new guy. I think Flacco's still got a bit. He voted Flacco the 5th greatest ever Raven recently.
Flacco was voted the 5th greatest ever Raven.
Behind Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, and Jonathan Ogden.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
which is pretty impressive, isn't it? Really.
These polls are meaningless.
I mean, we are talking about what,
I'm just
20
saying,
year history.
Yeah, it's not a big history, 22-year history. For me, the East in 6th, looking, like all world like it's going to be Patriots dominating.
I don't know about this, I've got them at 6th as well.
Oh, it's going on.
But yeah, obviously.
I thought long and hard about this, and he wrote it on the back of a napkin, didn't he?
The Pats are still there. I've got, again, they're perhaps the only team in that division I'm bothered about the Saints playing.
Dolphins looked a bit
had to. Dolphins are putting a lot of stock in. What's his chop's name? Escapes me.
Mr. Tannehill.
And the Ace.
No.
Ajayi? Not Ajayi, he's left. I've got no idea now who you're talking about.
Oh, he's talking about Minka.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Minka, how could we forget? Yeah.
We forgot. So we forgot.
So we forgot, yeah.
They're putting I think that secondary is.
I am surprised by this one.
Right.
The AFC
Bill,
6th.
The Jets, I'm not.
I'm surprised that's not too high, 6.
I think that's
it's
very
still
high.
low. Still low.
I mean, yeah, but for me, for the AFC East
bottom.
to climb out of the bottom 2 is something.
Okay. Well, it's marginal.
You can thank the Cowboys, Giants, Redskins, Bengals, Browns, and Ravens for that, mate. Who'd you go for 5th for there, Sam?
The 5th, we're still in the AFC. The next trend here among all of us. Next.
Well, that
last year, AFC, NFC split.
That was to be my point.
But I had the West, AFC West fifth. So for similar reasons, has already been established.
Okay. I've got the AFC South in 5th place, and I have got all 4 AFC divisions in my bottom 4. There you go. That was my.
Ooh, nice.
That was my.
I've got the AFC South in 5th as well.
There we go.
I think
he's finally seen sense.
Well, I've got 3 out of the 4 AFCs in here. I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're better than the East and the North, and they're better than the AFC East. They've got the Jaguars, who are the equivalent of the Steelers, as far as I'm concerned, right now. And then you're looking at the Colts, Texans, and Titans matching up the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens, and I think they do quite comfortably. Titans have got better this off-season. The Colts are going to get Andrew Luck back, we think. And the Texans, I think we all agree, if when Sean Watson's back, they've made enough moves, they could be a dark horse.
Yeah.
Definitely mid-par 5th place is decent. I like that.
Yeah, I think I'll take that AFC South. Nothing really to add, other than isn't it interesting how this time last year, if we would have done this exercise, they probably would have been 8th AFC South.
Maybe last year or the year before.
Yeah.
I think last year would be a fair show.
It's funny, just talking about how the game changes in the NFL. But you remember all those years, and whether it was Manning's Colts or Andrew Luck's Colts, there was just no competition, was there? The Texans occasionally would offer something.
Well, I bumped them up to 4th in my list for this time, the AFC South.
Okay, so
yeah,
to 4th.
like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
or a year or so, Jaguars were obviously where they were, and even last year I thought, well, they should do, but
Yeah,
Jaguars,
it's still the Jaguars.
still a question mark. The Texans had Sean Watson was very improving, didn't they?
Yeah.
6 game shot.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen with it.
Yeah.
The Colts we knew Luck was out for a year last year, well, most of it were pretty certain on. The Titans were sort of meh. No, the Titans, I forgot about them.
So they're your 4th, are they?
They're 4th, yeah, that's my.
They're 4th for you, the AFC South. This is where I've put the NFC East. I've put them in 4th, which is possibly bold, but I'll put it.
It's not too bad.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. I was looking at the AFC North, NFC East. I was thinking, should I bump the AFC South up, NFC East down? But I just thought, I don't think that there is a team as poor as the Indianapolis Colts in the NFC East. That might be a bold statement, given what the Giants did last year.
No, I don't think so.
But based on that logic, I would take all 4 teams in the NFC East to be better than the worst team in the AFC South.
And they've got the best team.
They do have the best team in the league. And I don't want to say it because we were destroyed last year, but kind of quite like the New York Giants going into this season. I think Alex Smith will get the Redskins to 8-8 again, and that may well be the worst in the conference, in the division rather. And something makes me feel like the Cowboys. I don't know. I think
Well,
there's possibly something in there. Yeah. There'd be. If that offensive line's still there, who knows? But I just think there's a little bit more there than the lower reaches of the AFC South, and I feel like the Titans could. It's an interesting season for them, isn't it? I feel like they could go either way now. Like they impressed us 2 years ago and didn't make the playoffs.
Like
they
I
didn't
said,
impress us last
what
year.
do you
made the
expect as
playoffs.
a Titans fan this year? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I like the symmetry in this because to tie a bow around it, me and Sam have had one division different. I've gone with the AFC West in 4th. And this means that we've all agreed that our top 3 are the same divisions.
Oh, that's interesting.
The AFC West, like we've discussed already, the Chiefs, still a decent team, defence a bit of a concern. Broncos could have a mean defence again, might not.
Yeah.
The Raiders probably at the very worst will be as bad as last year. Chargers looking a lot better. I think that's a reasonable call, said in the middle of the pack.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up 5th, 6th, 4th and 3rd. It's fine.
I mean, the thing is, the Chiefs have that thing, don't they, where they know how to win games, and you feel like.
And they've got a playbook that can beat anybody. Haven't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that can overcome the defensive shortcomings. Definitely. Yeah. Interesting. So we've all got the same 3 as our top 3.
Just what order?
What
Who's got
order?
bronze then? Who's 3?
Well, I'll go first. I've given the bronze medal to my NFC West, and for me it's just the fact that the Cardinals and Seahawks have. I'm imagining the Seahawks. You did dip last year because they missed the playoffs, and I imagine them with another little dip coming. The Cardinals, I think, might dip a bit as well. And that's anything that's taken them out of top 2 consideration for me, because I think the Rams look. I mean, we discussed this thing a couple of weeks ago. Arguably the best roster in the NFL, and I really like what's happening with my Niners. And even though the Seahawks and say Cardinals have dipped, we're talking about teams that still had 8-8 or stronger records last year
somehow. And great coaching,
great
GMs.
And I think, I've talked about, I think the Cardinals have minimised the damage in the loss of Bruce Arians and Carson Palmer. And the Seahawks, they've still got Russell Wilson, they've still got Pete Carroll.
And that's why I've agreed with you and put them 3rd as well. I couldn't say any much difference to that. Obviously the Rams are an elite team at the moment. I've got the 49ers at 7 out of 10. The sky's the limit for them as far as I'm concerned. The Seahawks 6 out of 10, the Cardinals 5 out of 10. That is a pretty strong division. Obviously you still expect the Rams to top it.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, I've got them in second place.
Have you? Interesting.
It's the south.
Interesting.
What's the reason now? Because the Seahawks, you can't.
Yeah, you're not going to write them off yet, are you?
You can't write the
You're not
Seahawks
writing
off
that
yet.
motley
So,
crew out just yeah.
despite everything, but they do definitely feel like on a downturn. But still,
And you hate the Packers.
the Niners said that was a maybe.
He hates the
LA
Packers and the Vikings, actually, doesn't he?
I thought the Vikings were his team.
I'm surprised.
Oh no,
I'm
they
surprised.
weren't. Until he broke his heart.
I'm surprised the NFC North got as high as second.
So yeah, NFC North for third for me, but you're second for you, so I presume.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, second.
Weird, I guess that.
NFC North.
Well, this the only team I was bothered about is the Vikings, but I don't know if they're going to run out this time.
It's interesting, isn't it? Again, going back a year, we would have said, I mean, you've got the Packers, but the rest are lagging behind a little bit. I mean, we know what the Vikings have done over the course of the past season or two. We know the Packers are the Packers. It's what the Lions and the Bears have really done this off-season. That they're really starting to build. I mean, the Lions particularly seem to have gone right. This is our identity now. We're going to build that offensive line so we're going to be arguably, or could be, the best in football. It's on our quarterback. We're going to bring in all these running backs, go at them. The Bears, we've talked about this a few times now. Incredible improvement in that roster as well.
I think the Bears are probably one of the most exciting teams to be looking forward to this season. The Lions, I know you like to think the Redskins are like the median team in the NFL, whoever sticks closest to. I think it's the Lions.
The Lions, I agree. Yeah.
A bad season for them is 6-10. A good season for them is 10-6. It's
Yeah.
very rare.
Yeah.
It's
So
getting
true.
on the side of that. The Packers. Been beset by injury for a couple of years. They got rid of Don Capers as defensive coordinator. They've had a bit of a shake-up.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers should be back on his game. They've added some new weapons to freshen it up a little bit. I'm pretty excited about the Packers. They're going to be a team to be back in the mix next year.
I think everyone around the Packers might. Everyone around the GOAT, Aaron Rodgers there might probably not quite good enough. There's still question marks over it. Not Jimmy Graham so much, but as units, I don't know if he's like.
Are you questioning
formidable.
Equinemius St. Brown?
A question mark.
I won't say questioning, it's downright ignoring him.
Unbelievable.
Forgot you even went to the
But at the
Packers.
same time, it's a bit like the Seahawks in a way that you've got just such a superb quarterback that who can pull you through a season, let alone a game.
They get to playoffs and they're going to beat the Cowboys or something like that.
Mike McCarthy, your mate.
Yeah.
How long until some questions
This
are
is a hot seat year for Mike McCarthy. Yeah, they have to win. They have to get to the playoffs. They have to win a playoff game and show that they're in contention again. If they don't do that, then they're banging trouble. He's banging trouble. It's been not good enough. Even though it's not been awful, it's been not good enough for too long now.
Yeah. Interesting.
So let's get.
There we go. Go on then, Sam. Lead the praise.
Well, it's been the toughest division in football for a while, to be fair. But
Number one, the
NFC
consensus
South,
number one pick is the NFC South.
you can't argue against that, can you? You got.
It's hard to.
The Buccaneers tried to drag you down.
They did their best, but even they're quite.
I guess a bit. Well, they've.
They were still
They're
2
having
points
a
clear
decent-
of the North in mine.
Yeah.
They've still got a decent off-season, haven't they? And
decent,
Panthers are still pretty
Solid team.
Very defensively, and with.
They've got pieces, haven't they, the Panthers? They've got like solid pieces.
They're another
on both
interesting
sides
team.
of the
Still
ball.
getting the
A little bit.
offense
What are they
together a
bringing
little
this
bit, I
year?
think.
Every year you think, what are they bringing? They're never that consistent. A bit like the Cowboys, you know. You can see what they're doing. You can see it. You can see their identity. You just don't know if they're going to do it.
I wouldn't say it's quite a cigarette paper, but it's a thick piece of card maybe between the Saints and the Falcons. The Falcons.
I think the Falcons.
Giving some credit to the Falcons.
They're
there,
my Super Bowl bet this year. The Falcons.
Yeah.
I think the real smart idea.
But you've got two. There's in a division where you've got two that you very short odd Super Bowl fields. With Saints and Falcons in it. It's a division like
And
that.
the Panthers doing any other division would be guaranteed playoffs.
Vikings Packers is possibly the only argument. Only because of Aaron Rodgers.
Rams.
Rams and Niners.
Putting a lot of faith in the Niners there.
Let's jump on the bandwagon.
Just
Mate.
want to see your reaction,
It's going to be hard work putting up with this guy.
You can borrow this cap if you want, Sam.
Can't wait to hear like your first two games.
Jimmy G injured. Stretch it up. Nightmare.
Let us know if you agree, disagree with our assessment there on the divisional.
Don't
power
embarrass
rankings.
yourself by saying you've got a different first division next.
Yes.
Won't put up with it.
Because we've comprehensively told you, listeners, that it is the NFC South. How
I'm
dare
willing
you?
to take advice on any other placing there.
That's true enough. Now we're excited because probably next week, I think, we are going to be releasing a brand new feature. Well, it's not just a feature, Sam. It's got its own podcast, hasn't it?
Well,
It's got its own music.
it's
It's got its own music, its own logo.
same logo.
Yeah.
It's a little sub.
Yeah.
It's
They're
sub pod.
called sides, aren't they? Side
Sub-pod,
pods.
side pod. Go on.
6-inch sub pod.
6-inch sub-pod. Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it.
So I mean, this is 12-inch.
Every week, mate.
Yeah, inside the
You're in
pocket.
a steam
it's
company,
called.
pal.
This is part of Si's long-running mission to educate me about the NFL.
I don't think that's fair. I gave up that about 12
And we're going to learn a lot, and we're all going to learn together. A lot
We are. It's going to be like Sesame Street.
The history of the NFL, a few key figures.
The characters, I think, because that's what we're more interested in, aren't we?
We like the characters. I think the storylines.
Key-ish storylines, you know, things.
Yeah.
things you
Narratives.
expect-
Narratives. We love a good
It's
narrative.
very easy to go
Yeah.
and go, oh, wasn't Troy Aikman awesome? Oh.
Yeah.
Boring. Give us the people.
Yeah.
They've done something a bit, done it their way, done things a bit different. Or times in the NFL where things weren't so rosy and characters stepped
Yeah.
forward. We like that.
What's shaped and built the game that we know and love today,
Yeah,
and,
that's a fair
and
point.
things like that. Yeah, but so I mean, see what you think, folks. We'll be bringing that one to you our first podcast of that to you next week, Inside the Pocket. Before I go, I am going to mention what Simon is probably just writing down on my bit of paper. Yes, we are, of course, sponsored by Royal Flush Designs. And I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, lads.
Well, I saw it.
They've
It's wondering
got-
when it's going in the post.
Well, Johnny's put the order in. Johnny's asking.
I sent it across to him on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
If it's a clingy one, I'll have a large. If it's a flappy one, I'll have a medium.
And that's just the way of life in general, isn't it? There we go again. So, fabulous news, right? Royal Flush Designs, folks, as a podcast listener, you can get 10% off with the discount code POCKET10. Sam,
Numbers in pocket, letters in 10.
that's the one, absolutely. And thanks very much for listening.
Can they get the same t-shirts that we're getting?
They can, absolutely can.
Can they?
If you want a collapsing pocket t-shirt, go on Royal Flush website, Pocket10, your promo code, 10% off. You can have a collapsing pocket t-shirt.
Just checking. I thought they might just be like.
No, these are not limited edition, folks. These are there for you to grab while you can, and do it now. In fact, while you're listening to
There's
this,
two different designs.
get on. Like there are two different designs. You can
One
have
that says our name on and one that doesn't.
so the one that doesn't will be flying off the shelves straight out. And anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
No good.
Yeah, I think we're all.
Fabulous.
Cheeky little pod.
Cheeky little pod. We're going to fly on. Thank you very much, folks, and we will speak to you very, very soon. I've been Rob Ward. You can always call me Wardy. This is Sam Aykroyd,
Good, mate.
and this is Simon Carroll.
Cheers, guys.
And that's it, folks. Thanks, and ta-da. There we go. Boom.
Do the business. Left hand side, mate, at the back.
Right, quick pints and back in on the. That was fun. That I like that. And that includes.
Smokestack spitting black soot into the sooty sky.